Welcome to What Do You Get When You Buy the Wealth of Nations DLC that is available to purchase on the Steam store for Europa Universalis IV. In this video, you're going to know what do you get when you buy this DLC. So what is Wealth of Nations? Wealth of Nations is a DLC that focuses on economic mechanics for Europa Universalis, especially for Republic type of government. You're going to see an addition of a religious stuff in the DLC, but it is most likely about wealth. Okay, so the first thing that we do in these videos is to revise what the Steam page says, and then we're going to go to the game and we're going to check the things inside the game so you can see it visually what you get. So first of all, it says main features here. It says use covert diplomatic actions to create trade conflicts, which is true, which I would say that that is just an addition of one diplomatic interaction that you have on the game that you're going to see. Steal from your competitors with the use of privateers. Then you have create a new trade capital, improve trading in inland nodes. Then we have East India companies, the ability to create them and develop them if you have a province that is outside your own continent, and then pick which personal deity to follow when playing Indo ruler. The weird thing about the DLC description in the Steam page is that it doesn't tell you about the reformed fervor mechanic that for some reason I don't know why they are excluding that. From Wealth of Nations we're going to get 7 features. One of that feature I haven't tested and I am not sure if you're going to get it if you have the DLC or it was included when released with the free patch that Paradox usually do. So let's begin with the other 6. We're going to begin with the one that has to do with the Hindu. So here we are in India, and we're going to check here the religion tab for India. This is the deity option here. So you select and you are going to be able to select an assortment of different deities for the Hindu religion. You have Shiva, which is going to give core creation costs minus 10%, aggressive expansion impact minus 5%, Ganesha, diplomatic reputation plus 1, improved relations plus 20%, Surya, trade efficiency plus 10%, national tax modifier 10%. Ganga is going to give construction costs minus 10% and interest per annum minus 0.25%. Shakti is going to give discipline for armies and siege ability plus 5%, and Vishnu is going to give missionary strength plus 2 and fort defenses plus 20%. Now let's go ahead and check the other features for Wealth of Nations. So the next feature for Wealth of Nations, I just mentioned it at the beginning of the video very briefly, and it is a simple one. For example, I'm going to select here Ragusa, go to Diplomacy, and it is found here in Covered Actions. This is Justified Trade Conflict. Obviously, you will have to work a little bit with the spy network in order to get the ability to justify trade conflicts. Regarding ships and all of the things that you can do with this, guys, if you don't have the DLC, the only thing that you can do with ships and galleys is to protect the trade node. But in here, you're going to see that you have the ability to get privateers and hunt pirates. If you are a nation like Venice, in this example, you will have a port because you are a maritime power. When you go to trade, you're going to see the trade nodes. This thing here indicates in the node that you have a main trading port. And in this example, I have taken like Genoa, and here you can see this button here, so you can change. It says click here to move your main trading port to this province. This means that you're going to be able to change your main trading port wherever you want. If you think that, for example, this number, it is higher than the number that you have in the place that you collect your trade. This time we have colonized Kumari. You're going to have the ability to click this button here, which says assign this province to your trade company. The other way that you can do that is clicking the actual node, and you can click assign province to a trade company. To do this, you have to be sure that the place that you are converting into a trade company is of the religion that you want, because it is going to give local missionary strength minus 20%, which is going to make pretty much very, very difficult to convert that region. So first make sure that you have the religion that you want, and then is going to boost the trade power to 100%, but you are not going to have the manpower boost that you have when you colonize other sections. Okay, the next thing that you can do with this DLC, I'm going to go to religion again, and here I'm going to change to a reformed religion. This is only going to be possible if you choose a reformed religion, which is not to be confused with the Protestant one. So I'm going to choose reformed religion. And immediately you're going to see this menu here, in which you have trade, war, stability, and diplomacy. So this is the fervor reformed mechanics. And this is the one that is not stated in the Steam page, which I don't know why. So here you have fervor points, and you can get these points and you can use them to boost trade, to boost war morale for armies and navies, and stability and diplomacy boosts, for example, improve relations and diplomatic reputation. Fervor is different from the actual points that you have here in diplomatic, military, and administrative power. So this is a new mechanic. Improvements in the inland nodes, for example, there is going to be a boost in trade if you place a merchant that is going to transfer trade power to your own node. If someone can confirm if this is only if you get the DLC or if it is in vanilla, I would be very happy to confirm this. If someone knows, let me know in the comments. The DLC name is inspired in The Wealth of Nations, written by Adam Smith in 1776, which is a foundational text in classical economics that explores the nature and causes of nations' wealth, advocating for free markets and the division of labor. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time for you to subscribe. I'm going to continue doing these videos. If you want to see another videos like this, you can go to these two videos that I have made. If you want to know more about DLCs from Crusader Kings 2, you can check those videos.